right. Greetings and heavenly salutations to all. Master Chef here, your comedic metaphysical warrior priest and soul healer. Also the founder of Sons of Light Healing, known as Soul Healing, and one of the active co-founders of the Collective Health Initiative, also known as the H.E.A.R.T. So we're here today with a brief, short PSA, if you will, public service announcement, infomercial, edutainment, sharing, if you will, on the subject of acupressure, breath, and the kidneys, which we consider a biohealth hack, right? And this is just in time, or in time enough for the winter season. Reason being, there's a philosophy, a system, a modality, paradigm, that looks at the major four seasons that we have in the northern and southern hemispheres, and our organs, and emotions. Generally speaking, as we approach right now we're still in the fall season, and generally speaking, the fall season has a correlation with the organ of the lungs and the emotion of grief that goes with the lungs and during this season. And last month, or actually in September, the beginning of the fall season, the Collective Health Initiative did a 7-day spring equinox detox. And so for the winter season upcoming, starting on the 17th of December, here in the Gregorian calendar year, we're also going to do a 7-day winter solstice detox. And so this presentation, this announcement, infomercial, may be used in conjunction with that. With that being said, this is also an invitation for you to participate in the winter solstice detox with us. You will also find the link to that detox in the description of the video. And basically, what we're doing is moving forward, we're looking at each season as a season's approach to do a detox. That way, from a practical, simple ideology, philosophy, we're looking at doing a cleanse, a resetting of our internal system, physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. So as these seasons change, as the energy in our environment shifts and make a change, we're able to shift and change effortlessly and smoothly with that on our evolutionary journey. All right. And so with that, today we'll share some information about the acupressure, breathing, and how you may assist with enhancing the kidneys, fortifying your kidneys, which is associated, generally speaking, with the winter season, and also detoxing from the emotions of fear, which has an association with the winter season, right? And so basically, what is acupressure? Just a little clarity for those who may not be familiar with acupressure. Acupressure, maybe that is a compound word or some sort of a compound word, whereas pressure is definitely a word. Acu may not be a word as much. However, acu may be looked at as being a short for acupoint. And what an acupoint is a point that is generally associated with an energy meridian or organ meridian. Just like from head to toe, we have blood vessels, these vessels that carry blood from head to toe, to make sure that blood reaches all parts of this physical body. By the same token, we also have energy channels or energy meridians and organ meridians. And these meridians are like blood vessels, they, from head to toe. And these are channels that allow the subtle energy of chi to flow between, throughout the physical body. And so what happens is, they're just like we have blood clots. Some people, maybe experience blood clots from time to time. Our blood may be flowing slower, than faster or faster than slower. There's always this ebb and flow of the blood flow. And if our blood becomes too stagnant or not flowing enough, then of course, some serious blood clots may occur. It may cause an increase in, say, blood pressure, as the heart has to pump more to move the blood because it's stagnant. On a similar situation, the same thing happens energetically. Along these organ channels, these meridian channels, if the energy is not flowing in our subtle body, our chi is not flowing, then clots happen and disease, disease begin to set in, first energetically. And then over time, if it's not dealt with, removed, resolved, it will cause physical challenges, right? And so acupressure is applying pressure to these acupoints. And acupressure is similar to puncture, whereas the difference is with acupuncture, needles are being used. You've seen the needles in the ears or, throughout the body. Generally, it's associated with the Chinese or the Asian modalities of healing, acupuncture with the needles. Acupressure is simply applying pressure with the fingers, generally speaking. The thumb is a good acupressure medium because you want to use the meat of the thumb to just really apply pressure, or the meat of your fingers here, the at the very tip, not so much the fingernails, but the flat meaty part, to really apply some pressure wherever, you're administering acupressure, right? So that's pretty much acupressure to release stagnant energy from the energy centers, located on the body. And there is a science, again, because these acupoints are located in specific places throughout the body, right? And so when you accompany the acupressure with a little deeper breathing, generally speaking, the deep breathing that results in inhalation through the nose and an exhalation through the mouth. My person calls this the relaxing and releasing breath. The releasing breath, because you relax and you release at the same time. Simply by, most of us from time to time have experienced, either an experience happen or just a long day when you get home, or once it's over, you're like, man, and just that. Yes, that is a good example of the releasing breath. So if you happen to apply pressure, to certain parts of the body on an acupressure point, for example, even if there's just any stiffness or discomfort along the body, even just a slight rub or, massage or touching it as you breathe, also facilitates the same thing. Just being more intentional with the acupressure, that there's specific association with certain points and what to relieve, okay? So there you have it, breathing and acupressure. Now, specifically, as we talk about the kidneys, again, as we approach the winter season, the kidneys, there are before that, just another analogy or example of how acupressure is used. A lot of people may be familiar with the modality called reflexology. And reflexology is generally done with the feet. And from the casual observer, it may look like a foot massage. With someone who just grab your foot and just really rubbing your foot, right? However, under the foot, within the foot, there are certain points that is associated with certain body parts. And the thing with reflexology in the foot, and also the palms of the hand, as well as the ears, the ears. The ears, the palms of the hand, and the feet. The entire body, can be manipulated. The brain, organs, skeletal system, the physical body can be manipulated. So again, that's another example of how acupressure is used with reflexology. Again, most commonly with the feet, reflexology. And so when we look at specifically with the kidneys, right, there are several points that can be accessed to facilitate energies to release the kidneys of the emotion of fear, as well as fortify the kidneys and, build them up energetically. However, for this particular presentation and sharing, we're going to look at two points. these points are known B23 and B47, and B stands for bladder, and there's a correlation between the kidneys and the bladder. All right, and here is a diagram of there we have it. Yes, B23 and B47. Let's see here. Let's get it larger. Let's see. We shift this up a bit. Better diagram. I think this was a better one here. Oh, this was a better one here. Wait a minute. Okay. All right. Here we go. How about this one? Yeah. So generally speaking, here's again a diagram of the B23 and B47 points, right? And generally they're located. If you take your hand behind your back and you find your rib cage, and if you go say midway between the bottom of your ribs and the top of your hips, about midway, and then from the spine over about an inch or two from the spine, in that area you may locate B23. Either there may be a slight indentation, a slight discomfort, slight pain. That you may find these indicators, for where that point may be. And if not, that's okay, because anywhere near that area will provide stimulation. And based upon your body's constitution, size, weight, things like this, muscle mass, fat mass, will determine the ability to sense, subtleties to accurately pinpoint the point, right? But again, acupressure is such a smooth and laid back modality. If you're not exactly on the point itself, even just being around the point, it will still facilitate change, right? And so how my person used these points, actually on others, these are the points that are used in heart touch therapy as well. So we want to be sure to give a shout out to Heart Touch Therapy, and also to Breath Master Aaron Motley for the name of the Heart Touch Therapy. So a big salute to Breath Master in the Heart Touch Therapy, which, for about 10, 12 years now, with the intention of releasing the fear from the kidneys. And also, FYI, there's a link in the description of what Heart Touch Therapy is, and also, there's a special winter special for a full Heart Touch Therapy session. The link's in the description. All right. And so basically, as you have see the images of the points here, there are a few ways that you may go about to actually facilitate change, right? And so one of the things, again, by taking your thumbs, just simply, finding that area and, just simply rubbing, massaging it out, even leaning back a little bit. Side to side. Just really whatever feels comfortable, maybe rotations and circles. The important thing is just being intentional. Or you may take, say, the two fingers here, to get all 4 points, if that's comfortable. If not, again, the thumb can work, whereas you can rub, both points, each side, rub the thumb between 2 points, or take the thumb and do each point individually. Nonetheless, some more, those 2 points are very, very effective from my personal experience in releasing fear from the kidneys, because these points are also right near the kidneys, where the physical organs are located, in the small of the back on either side of the spine. So again, it may be, a little bit more direct association with the kidneys here by rubbing these points to again facilitate the stimulation of energy to the kidneys to raise their vibration, increase the energy flow to them, as well as with the intention of releasing any fear. For those who wish to go be even more intentional, if you're aware of certain things that has been challenging to release as far as fear. Some things you may be afraid of. I've been been in the physical body from some time, popping up these triggers that these fears. That if you know about it, call it out. As you massage these points in our breathing, call it out, call it out. And even more so, as you say, for example, we release, the fear of not speaking up, and we replace it with the awareness and the courage to speak up. You know, my person finds it good to backdoor what we're releasing for what we want, because ideally we want to speak more so in the affirmative. We want to affirm the things that we want, the things that we're doing, okay? And as we affirm the things that we want and affirm the things that we're doing, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what we're doing. We're affirming it. So, we can say we want to remove fear, remove this, remove that, remove this, without saying and replacing with this, we're not, without going too far into the science of energetic vibrations when we speak a certain thing. Just to say that it holds on that if it's spoken, if you say, I don't want to be broke no more, I don't want to be broke no more, I'm tired of being broke, I ain't going to be broke no more. The focus is still on broke, even though you say you don't want to be broke no more. Somehow, being broke is still attractive because of it's somehow within that wording, as opposed to we on our way to riches. We're having rich, we have abundance. Abundance is on its way. It's a different vibration. It hits differently. So, yeah. So again, that's that. Thanks for checking out this video, the tutorial again on Acuppressure, the breath, and the kidneys, a biohealth hack. And again, my person finds it definitely beneficial as we approach this winter season, because the winter season, again, has an association with the kidneys. The kidneys have an association with the emotion of fear. And it's a good way to, again, detox from the emotion of fear. And this is a reminder for those who would like to go even further with your detoxing. You're definitely encouraged to join the Collective Health Initiative in our 7-day detox starting on December the 17th. Again, that link is in the description to RSVP, and you will find more information about certain foods and herbs and other beneficial practices that may sustain you or enhance your journey of resetting the physical body as we prepare for this winter season, as well as for those who may be open and or interested in either finding out more about the heart touch therapy and or scheduling your own heart touch therapy session. Both of those links are right there in the description. So again, give thanks for checking the brother out, and yeah, we look forward to connecting in the physical, sooner than later. And until then, everyone, enjoy all of your creations and the best of thoughts to you. H.E.A.R.T, H.E.A.R.T.